Hello, and today I wanted to talk about one of my new favorite shows, and that is Mrs. America. Mrs. America tells the story of the movement to ratify the Equal Rights Amendment, and it is super interesting, and I highly suggest that you check it out. The Equal Rights Amendment was a amendment proposed by the United States Constitution designed to guarantee legal rights for all American citizens regardless of their sex. Things get interesting when an unexpected backlash occurs from conservative woman Phyllis Schlafly. I watched this show on Hulu, and it is also available on digital purchase, and I highly, highly, highly suggest that you check it out. As a preface, I knew nothing about the feminist movement in the 1970s, but after the show, I feel like I knew a ton more. It's the best kind of television, and you're entertained, but you're also learning something, and I find that very, very interesting. So, like I said earlier, this show is super, super interesting, and I've never watched anything like it in my whole 18 years of watching movies and TV shows. The way it portrays all different types of political views and point of views from women and men, and the coming together of women in the National Women's Rights Convention is super interesting to me. And I think part of the reason this show is so interesting is because Kate Blanchett, aka Phyllis Schlafly, the conservative woman that this show kind of revolves around, is fabulous. If you look at the pictures of her and Phyllis Schlafly lined up, they look the same. It's kind of weird. To the makeup, to even the way she pronounces and smiles, it's really similar. Out of all the characters, I felt she was the one that while I disagreed with her the most, I felt that exploring the complexity of her character was the best idea for the show to work, and it really did work. Another amazing actor that was in the show was Rose Byrne, aka Gloria Steinem, and she does an amazing job portraying Gloria Steinem. Now, Gloria Steinem is more towards the liberal side than Phyllis Schlafly. Rose Byrne really takes this show seriously and does her homework. After the show, I went back and looked at some of Gloria Steinem's interviews and realized that Rose Byrne was copying her same mannerisms, her voice, the way she pronounced things, the way she moved. It was really fascinating and really interesting homework she had put into learning more about Gloria Steinem. Next, my favorite actress out of all of these actresses, while they did great, I have to say Sarah Paulson as Alice McRae was the most interesting part of the show. So, most of you would be confused as to why Sarah Paulson is even in the show. In the first couple episodes, she doesn't really do much. She's just kind of a friend to Phyllis Schlafly's Kate Blanchett, and she doesn't really do a whole lot. But as the show progresses, you start to realize why, and you find this really, really, really interesting. And by the end, I'm like, wow, I just couldn't believe it. Other highlights from the show are Uzo Aduba, aka Shirley Chisholm. She does great acting, and she's a very strong character, and she does a great job at portraying her that way. Margot Martindale as Bella Abzug was very funny to watch. I loved her so much. Her sass and her dramatic flair and was just so funny to watch. Tracy Ullman, Betty Friedan, was great. I cannot highly recommend this show enough. Now, while I have to say the story is interesting, the best part about the show are the costumes. I mean, just look at them. They're beautiful. While these are very much within the time period of the show, they also have a modern flair that makes it interesting to watch and also is a perfect balance in trying to make people watch the show. Every single outfit worn by Rose Byrne's Gloria Steinem and Margot Martindale's Bella Abzug was beautiful. Every time they came on the screen and wore something new, I was like, ooh, can we just switch back to you and switch the costume so that I can see something awesome? And it really did not disappoint. I cannot highly recommend and praise the show enough. If you're even remotely interested in Mrs. America, I highly suggest that you check it out. The acting is top notch, and the show just finished, so it is bingeable, and you can watch all 9 episodes right now on Hulu or for digital purchase at this time. The story is so entertaining, and you learn a lot, so I would highly recommend that you check the show out. Until next time, I will be posting videos more frequently and keep an eye out for that. So until then, keep watching shows, keep watching movies, and keep reading because we have more to talk about. Goodbye.